Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well. We are playing some Out of Ore today. We are on the Forest Hills map. First thing we need to do is save our audio settings because we have to do that every time. I dug some dirt last time, but we didn't really collect anything, so let's grab out some stuff here. We got so much iron. Probably need to start selling this asphalt directly here. Let's sell a couple stacks. And this is going to be gravel and iron again. Looks like we can combine these, and that'll give us some space. I didn't even notice these down here. Why don't you guys say something? Alright, that'll give us a few extra spots there. Alright. Let's grab our barrels here. Let's queue up some more. Wrong door. Alright. Go ahead and collect what we got here, if we can. Probably have over a stack here. We finished off that stack. All right. We're going to swap this out with some gravel. Any other gravel? Not that I'm seeing. go ahead and get this queued up here. There we go. We're going to have to go clean up our inventory a little bit here before we grab that. I want to grab some more ramps. So I want to queue up 1250. So we'll do 625, 2 stacks. $625, 2 stacks. All right, let's run over here real quick and throw some of this stuff in the storage here. All right. We'll put that in the coal hopper down below. Let's go ahead and run some of these through the smelter. So you got the low temp and the high temp. When you run iron through the low temp, you get iron ore. When you run through the high temp, you get steel. So let's run a stack. This is the low temp. We'll do the copper. Let's hit that. Let's see, that's about half full. Let's do the gold. Okay, I just want to make sure we got space in there. We'll do another iron. We got silver, right? And is it lithium? That's a pretty big stack. Let's wait on that. Let's go over here. So the high temp's going to be, let's do a couple stacks of iron. And then I think, oh, we still got quite a bit of, I think lithium is low temp. Yeah, we're, let's sell this. We'll sell some stacks of iron ore. It's 174 for a full stack. Then we'll keep a stack in our inventory just for so that we have it there. We'll let those process. We're not going to grab any of those right now. So we got a little bit of stuff up here. I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. We got some more water. We got all this. Let's grab these ramps. We've got a lot of floors. We probably could use more ramps and some more blocks. It's over a stack, so it didn't take it all. So let's queue up 50. We'll do the ramps. And then we'll do 50 of the blocks. All right. Let's sell a couple stacks of stuff. When you sell stuff, guys, it gives you XP. So let's sell. We'll sell a couple stacks of rubies today. We'll sell some gold bars. We'll keep some for a hard time here. All right. If you watch our XP here, so this is 1.4 million. So as you see, our XP jumps. $1.9 for a stack of rubies. And as you can see how much money it takes to progress this. So crafting, digging, crafting, processing, selling, all that gives you XP. We were at level 63 or something before, and then I was playing around with the company name and reset our levels. So that's all stone right there, so it's kind of hard to dig. Really need to blast some of that. If you're not sure what it is, you can use the metal analyzer. So solid rock should be blasted and broke up a little bit. So I want to be careful over here because I don't have floors down and it'll just go down on top of my stuff here. All right. Oh, it's auto-saving, so it's not going to let me do anything. It don't like digging when it's saving. So, all right. Now this is coal, right? Okay. So we will need our plunger. Now if you use Drainmite, it deletes material. So we're going to get some of this ANFO. Alright, now it's going to, now those are the metal sticking up from the, I think from the fencing, this stuff here. So now when you, it's going to blast in the order that you did it. So then it's going to come over here. So, all right. Come over to this side and get some pay dirt here. And some coal. Now this is what happens sometimes when you spawn in. We're just going to have to cover this up. If you're not careful when you spawn in and you go the wrong direction, grab us a couple shots of coal here. All right. Let's jump down literally to the next level here. less if you make it. Oh, all right. It's the little things that drive me crazy. All right. If I go on this side, all right. Enough of that for now. Let's dig some more dirt. We're trying to make a turn down here. So we're going to make a turn to the left, and then we're going to, once we get this out a little farther, we're going to go down. So we detonated the big bomb over here originally. So what we're going to do is once we figure out how wide I want this thing, we'll put a wall. And then we'll do a ramp down over here. All right, let's run the machine here. Now when we all right, this machine's not on. We got to power it up here. We got to turn it on. So we're going to go ahead and load our additional coal in here. We're going to go ahead and turn this on. All right. Now we're going to now it'll run it. Okay. So I'm going to build this, continue to build this, block this off. We'll put a top on there. I don't know if there's already one on there. I don't think there is. this point, it's been a few days since we've played this one. Probably gonna get stuck back here. Alright. Just trying to keep stuff from falling down on it. That actually won't look too bad. Kind of looks like it's made to do that almost. Alright. Now. Alright, so just trying to keep all this from getting dirt piled up on it. So. Okay, let's dig some dirt. Well, we got some here. Now we can. Now I do remember from last time. Let's take this back even. I do remember from last time this belt will kind of blow up the other one at the top. So we will start losing material. So we're just going to try to clear out a little bit here until we get the solid rock. Looks like we're already hitting it over here on this side maybe. so we need to blast up some of this solid rock as well. All right. Let's go check our conveyor up here real quick. This is the one that has trouble keeping up. As you can see, it's still running behind, but not horrible. Alright. I'm going to work on making this an actual tunnel that you can drive across at some point. All right. Guys, I really do appreciate the support the channel's getting with out of ore. I'm definitely not professional at it, but I really do like the game. It's very creative, but also very fun running the heavy machinery and blowing stuff up, and I'm really enjoying it, so I'm glad you guys are too. That's probably about high enough. Maybe one more. We'll see. I honestly don't want to keep going that way too much more. At some point, I'm just going to wall it off anyway, but I want to get it kind of nice and open spot down here. It's going to be tight. We did make it. Let's see what this one looks like up here. Looks like we're going to need some more walls and floors. That's doing pretty good. I did increase it to a 3 times speed. Let's queue up 50 floors, 50 walls. Maybe another 50 walls. All right. This side's going to be done processing. We didn't dump that much dirt over here. Now our thing is running down below right now. Let's get rid of this dirt. We'll sell that off. Really needs to be probably something here that I, at the end of this, that pulls the regular dirt out and sells it. But let's finish checking all these first before we do anything here. We got some lithium, copper, silver, and we got some steel sheets. Not sure what to do with these guys. If you know what this is used for, let me know in the comments because I don't know. I've been kind of stacking them up. It's a full stack. All right, let's add some more to this. All right, now I'm a little confused here. Okay. What is this line? What did we do over here? That's, oh, okay. That's if we want to make beams. We haven't really used this much. All right. Okay. I like to keep one iron and one. I'm keeping this in my inventory. Um, we could look at putting this stuff in here. These two things. We'll keep that. But these two things go over to the other machine, and then we can queue these up. And by other machine, I mean the steel fabricator, whatever it is, the CNC mill. Is that what this one is? The CNC cutter. Probably could queue up some bolts and some rods. Now that'll pull right from our inventory here, which is okay. We'll top it off the next time we go to do it. Just want all that stuff queued up as much. Now this is still running. I can see if it is or not. So it's not. So we can go ahead and grab these as well. I'm going to leave all that in there. I'm just going to grab these ores and we'll leave everything else in there. So we got diamonds here. Let's queue up some diamonds. That was all of them. We got rubies here, so let's queue up some rubies. I've AFK'd a lot, plus I started mining more gravel than pay dirt, so. Might as well grab whatever's ready here. Probably should have a couple of these going as well. Just to keep this stuff processing, and so the weight. These are pretty quick. You know, it's 26 minutes or whatever, all that'll be done. Won't be this episode. We'll probably cut it off here at about an hour. But let's head back down. Since everything's done here, we're clear. This house is clear. Oh. Need to also probably get another piece of equipment for over here. We've got the little one here in case we need it. But as you can see, once we did some stuff up there, it caused a little bit of a mess here. So instead of driving this one up the ramp, we can just glitch in another lift here. It's always good to update to see if they've made any changes. They are coming up with some different machines in the future. This thing is massive. We do have one of those. 28 cubic yards, 34 cubic yards. This thing's pretty massive too. Not a really big fan of the dozers. I try, it's probably more operator error than anything, but don't look. We'll just look at it up here. We won't look at it dropping through the floor here. Nice, new, brand, shiny, clean. Let's get it dirty. When you design this stuff, you design it for the small equipment that you're using at the time, like this little narrow thing. Then you realize later, once you get this massive loader, that it doesn't work. That's what happens when you do that scrape. You dig a pretty big hole in the end. We've got a few floors here. Alright, we've got more of the steel. I want to start using the steel. Just because we're not, just to try something different, I guess. We don't have any in our inventory. inventory. Let's run up here and grab some. We built a couple cell towers and we built that satellite relay. There's the other cell tower. These are at an angle. I don't think I've ever used these. We'll take a look at them. We'll let that thing start running there. Again, just queue up as much stuff as you can while you're digging. This room is obsolete anymore. Obsolete. We did have some carryover rubies and diamonds at one point. Over here. I just did it because the other room was so crowded. Yeah. Not horrible. Now, which one are these? Are these are like at an angle? Okay. Okay, let's. Yeah, it's a pretty deep hole. Let's run over here and let's take a look at it over here with this mesh. like it to go up. Whoa, 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 whoa. Almost died right there. All right. How does that line up? That'd be too easy, right? Why aren't you snapping? Why aren't you snapping, bro? Alright, let's do some wall. Oh, we don't have any walls, do we? Oh, we got three. We got three. What is this? Alright. Wrong key. Alright. One more. Then yeah. Alright. Okay. We can do that starting. That almost seems a little too high, almost. Maybe not. and we'll step it down. We'll go that high to here maybe, and then we'll step it down as we need to. Let's go ahead and throw some more dirt in here before we call it a day. All right, guys, I'm going to queue up some more concrete and then let that AFK for a little bit just so we can get some stuff built up. I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me today as always. Don't forget to hit that like button. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Until next time, have fun digging that dirt. I am out of here.